Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and welcome to another 2022 movie review. And I know I just posted my last one about a day ago, but I told you guys I was going to be doing another movie review today, and that is for the Disney Pixar film Turning Red. Yep, this is, I don't know, I can't remember exactly which numbered Pixar movie this is now, but I can tell you, this Pixar just gets better and better with their storytelling. I mean, I just cannot believe how great these movies are doing. I mean, if there's one thing I can say about this movie that is bad, I guess it would just be the way they portray the main character's father in this movie. That's the only bad thing I have to say about it. But I don't want to give away too much spoilers, but Turning Red is basically about this 13-year-old girl, Meilin Lee, and she is getting really cool in high school, or not high school, but in middle school. She basically gets good grades. She always tries to be perfect for her mother, and then out of nowhere, she ends up inheriting a family curse to where if she gets too emotional, happy, or embarrassed, she turns into a giant red panda, hence the name Turning Red, and the logo too. And her friends try to make her realize that being this different like that is not a bad thing. It's just part of growing up. She does get a little rebellious in this movie against her mother when she receives these powers, and I think it's kind of nice how this movie kind of basically tells the story of how young kids like her grow up and become legit adults in society. I kind of liked how they did that story. I mean, the whole red panda situation was kind of not necessary, but it's part of Pixar. It's what they do. But I kind of like how this whole red panda transformation is kind of like a family curse, and it only involves the women, surprisingly, of their family. So that's kind of why I was surprised at this. But there's a lot of different aspects to this movie that I thought were amazing. Again, Pixar never ceases to amaze me. It's just a shame that this movie had to be released on streaming, i.e. Disney Plus. And I've been hearing a lot of crazy rumors that Pixar is not happy with Disney for pushing their movies straight to streaming and not allowing them to release in the theaters. Because, I mean, the only Disney-related movies that have been releasing in theaters so far are the Disney animation films. I mean, we had Raya and the Last Dragon come out last year, and sure, it had a day and date thing, but they still released it in theaters, and it was not a Pixar Disney films, and so that's why they did that. And then the most recent one that came out, Encanto, had a theaters only release for like 30 days, and they basically released it on Disney Plus Christmas Day, and people still came to see it even after it was released on Disney Plus. So, see, that's the thing about why I feel like this movie should have deserved better, because lots of people love the Disney Pixar movies. I mean, I get why they did it with Soul, but because back then the pandemic was just getting around, and we didn't have the vaccines yet, and whatever. I don't want to talk too much about the COVID situation, but I hope there's one Pixar movie coming out later this year that I'm hoping they realize how much of a franchise that is to them, and they decide to keep this one in theaters. Once they realize how successful that movie does in theaters, if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's the movie Lightyear, which is basically a telling of a storytelling of the actual Buzz Lightyear, the real life version. Now, he won't be voiced by Tim Allen in the movie, unfortunately. He'll be voiced by Captain America himself, Chris Evans, so I'm curious to see how that goes. But anyways, I'm getting off track. I'm talking about Turning Red. Like I said, Turning Red is still a great film. I'm really glad that they still were willing to release this year, and I'm really excited on what the future holds for Pixar after this one. Like, hopefully they release their next one in theaters and realize that they should have just kept doing that in the first place. But, anyways, let me give you my rating of the movie. So, for Turning Red, again, great Pixar film, told a great story on how tough it is to be growing up and be a rebellious teenager towards your parents. Hey, we've all been like that. But I'm going to have to give this movie a 4 out of 5. Yep. I know it's not a nice score, but hey, I still enjoyed it. It's really great. However, if I had to decide between this one and the last Pixar movie that came out, Luca, I have to say this one is a little bit better in storytelling. I really do. And for those of you who love Pixar and want to see this movie, you're going to have to have Disney Plus in order to watch it, unfortunately. But hey, it's a great way to see it at home, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, the next video you're probably going to see, I'm not sure if this is going to be 1 or 2 videos, but the next video that you're going to see is probably me doing an amusement park video at King's Dominion for when it opens this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. But anyways, that's all for now, and I will see all you guys in the next video.